It begins not with the clang of a bell or the chaos of city streets, but with a hush, the kind of quiet you feel more than hear. The faint shuffle of slippers on polished floors, the muted rustle of vending machines waking up at dawn. Welcome to Japan. Not the neon dream or bullet train blur you've seen on travel blogs, but something deeper, more human, more hidden. This is a place where silence speaks volumes, where order masks pressure, where courtesy can conceal exhaustion, and where a child, just 6 years old, walks to school alone. Because safety isn't a luxury here, it's a norm. This isn't your typical travel guide. These are 50 realities, intimate, unexpected, sometimes jarring, about what it's truly like to live in Japan. If this resonates with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to see the world through new eyes. Let's begin. In Japan, identity begins not with your signature, but with a seal. Your hanko. Not one, but often 3 of them. For banks, for personal use, for legal documents. Stamps of who you are, required everywhere from your local ward office to your mobile contract. And bureaucracy? It's its own art form here. Moving houses means reliving your birth, literally. You need stamped documents from the district you were born in before your new neighborhood will acknowledge you. A single life change can require a tour of at least 3 government offices. Despite its futuristic reputation, day-to-day Japan can feel stuck in the 1980s. Paper forms, physical stamps, and fax machines are still common. It's a paradox, the most advanced society when it comes to toilets, and yet a painfully analog system for everything else. But not all routines are a burden. Crime here is so low, you'll watch people leave their phones on cafe tables to claim a seat, and no one bats an eye. Lost wallets are almost always returned, sometimes with the cash still inside. Police boxes, koban, act more like community hubs than law enforcement centers. Ask directions, report a lost item, or even rest a while. And let's talk about those umbrellas. When rain pours, you'll find racks or coin locker stations at the entrance of stores. Because dripping water indoors isn't just messy, it's impolite. Japan teaches you the beauty of caring for shared space. And nothing reflects this better than its schools. Forget janitors. In Japan, children clean their classrooms, scrub hallways, wipe down sinks, every day. It's called Gakko Soji, and it teaches accountability, humility, and respect from a young age. The same applies to clothing rules in schools. Uniform changes happen by date, not by weather. June 1st means summer uniforms, December 1st means winter. Even if it's freezing or sweltering, you dress according to tradition, not temperature. This sense of shared rhythm shows up everywhere. In quiet train rides, where conversations are whispered and phones are silenced, and even in the way trash is handled. You'll carry your garbage with you for hours because public trash bins are scarce. Why? Because Japan expects you to clean up after yourself. And after a 1995 attack involving sarin gas in public trash cans, they were removed almost entirely. Back at home, sorting garbage is a science. Burnables, non-burnables, cans, PET bottles, glass, oversized items. Each category has a different pickup day and a different rule. Make a mistake, and your trash might be left behind with a note. It's not obsessive, it's intentional. And it's everywhere. In Japan, rules are rarely shouted. They're simply known. It's why you'll rarely see someone eating while walking. Not because it's banned, but because it's considered improper. Food deserves respect. So does the space around you. Even snacks from a vending machine are usually eaten while standing politely next to it. Table manners are equally sacred. Stick your chopsticks upright in a bowl of rice, and you've invoked funeral rites. Pass food from chopstick to chopstick? Another gesture reserved for cremation rituals. Etiquette isn't just custom. It's memory, symbolism, and deep-rooted reverence. Even how you hold your body matters. Pointing with your finger? Rude. Want a gesture? Use your whole hand. Need to indicate yourself. Point to your nose, not your chest. Everything is subtle, controlled, precise. And yet, this doesn't mean Japan is shy about the body. In public bathhouses, onsens, and sento, you'll find people of all ages, shapes, and walks of life soaking together, completely nude. There's no shame, no awkwardness. It's communal, natural, cleansing. But there's a caveat. Tattoos are often banned in these spaces, not because of art or aesthetics, but because of history. Tattoos were once a mark of criminals, especially the Yakuza, and that association lingers. Outside the baths, hygiene is an obsession. You'll find warm towels offered before meals, antibacterial wipes in convenience stores, and people wearing masks for reasons far beyond illness. Hay fever? No makeup today? Feeling under the weather? Mask up. It's not paranoia. It's courtesy. Shoes come off at the door, not just in homes, but often in restaurants, temples, and even some dressing rooms. And inside the home. Don't forget to switch slippers when entering the bathroom. Mixing them up is a serious faux pas. Public announcements in rural towns might inform you of everything from a coming typhoon to a lost cow. And in those same villages, addresses don't follow a Western street number logic. Buildings are often numbered in the order they were built, not spatially. It's not confusing once you're used to it. But at first, total disorientation. Even food is seasonal here. The concept of shun, eating ingredients at their peak, is embedded in Japanese cuisine. Fruits aren't just eaten, they're waited for. And when they arrive, you savor every bite. But not everyone finds comfort in the culinary landscape. If you're vegetarian or vegan, life in Japan can be tricky. Dashi, a common soup stock, is made with fish. Even dishes that look meatless may carry animal ingredients. And if you're larger-bodied? Finding clothes may feel like a scavenger hunt. The cultural and retail standard of beauty is, quite literally, smaller. Even sushi isn't what many Westerners expect. Forget dragon rolls or rainbow maki. Traditional sushi is delicate, minimal, and often served in quiet, serious spaces that feel more like temples than restaurants. And for all of Japan's love of cutting-edge tech, credit cards still aren't universally accepted. Many small restaurants and even urban shops are cash-only. Always carry yen, especially if you're visiting shrines or mom-and-pop eateries. Every detail, every custom, every pause and bow, it's all part of the larger choreography. To truly understand Japan is to recognize that it is not a country of extremes, but of tension. It is not the high-tech marvel or rigid traditionalist image so often portrayed in media. It is both. Simultaneously. Seamlessly. Here, the trains are punctual, but the bureaucracy may leave you tangled in paperwork for days. Your belongings are safe even in the busiest cities, but your individuality must sometimes be tucked quietly behind a curtain of social expectation. You are free, but watched. Guided, but never directly told. And still, within that contradiction, there is grace. You begin to appreciate the quiet discipline of morning street sweepers. The way seasonal fruits are treasured, the reverence of a bow, precise in angle, deliberate in intent. You notice how people hold doors longer, not to be kind, but because they've learned it is right. Not generous, just. Because rightness in Japan is often more valuable than kindness. You will see the strain on faces during rush hour, and later, the sleepy bodies napping on benches, unbothered. You'll marvel at vending machines that offer hot meals on a winter night, and school children walking hand in hand, navigating the subway alone, but never lonely. You'll come to know a society where public good still trumps private want, where even the smallest act is filtered through the lens of how it affects others. And though that weight can be heavy, it can also be beautiful. Living in Japan isn't about blending in, it's about tuning in, noticing the cues, absorbing the silences, respecting the pace. And if you do, something happens. You soften, you slow. You learn to bow, not just with your body, but with your spirit. If this journey moved you, if it made you pause, reflect, or simply feel something new, then please, like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to see the world from a different angle. Your support means the world and helps us keep telling stories that matter. Thank you for walking with me. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and stay awake to the world around you.